Third base, number 10, Dax Bringhurst. On shortstop, number 6, Will Dart. On second base, number 9, Brody Duvall. On first base, number 18, Zach Dart. Catching today, number 13, Easton Romero. And pitching for the Dons, number 23, Bridger Hall. The designated hitter for the Dons, number 21, Hunter Rasmussen. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you rise, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. The starting lineup for the
from
Murray
Nelson
Spartans.
Field in Spanish
Leading
Fork.
on third base,
Proud
number
to present
5,
to you
Trevor
Game
Dale.
2
Second on
of the
shortstop,
state
number
tournament,
4,
the Utah
Ian
High School Athletic
Winterhalter.
Association 5A
Batting
Baseball
third,
State
center fielder,
Championships,
number 8, Austin
and this best of 3
Carter.
matchup between the
Batting
Murray
fourth,
Spartans
pitcher number
and the
3,
Spanish
Daniel
Fork Dons. It's a
Rousseau.
bit of a crazy day weather-wise.
Batting fifth,
Bit of rain an
designated
hour
hitter,
ago.
number
We
22,
weren't sure if it was going to
Batting
keep going, if it was going to
sixth,
hold
the
up.
first baseman, number
Unfortunately,
23, Dylan
it has
Spencer.
held up indeed,
Batting
and we
seventh,
look
the
like
second
we are
baseman,
going to
number
have
15,
baseball
Vaughn
here today.
Wilson.
It's game
Batting
2,
eighth,
Murray
the
with the
left fielder,
1-0
number 4,
lead. If you
Aiden
caught
Tipping.
game 1
Batting
yesterday
ninth,
with us on
the right
Spanish Fork
fielder, number
17, you
1,
saw an
Josh
absolute
Smith.
dominating performance
The catcher for
by
today's
Ian
game, number
Winterhalter,
16,
the
Jacob
ace for the
Reese.
Murray Spartans. Today it's going to be another pitcher's duel here, as it'll be Bridger Hall for Spanish Fork taking on Daniel Brousseau of the Murray Spartans. Both pitchers coming into this one with excellent stats. Brousseau with a 1.56 ERA, 7-2 in 16 appearances. And on the other end for Spanish Fork, Bridger Hall, one of the best pitchers on this rotation for the Dons, 1.89 ERA, 5-1 in 12 appearances. Dons will have to win today to force a game 3. If that takes place, that will be later on tonight, and we'll have game 3 on Spanish Fork 17. Bit of a windy day here. It's been gusty on and off, wind blowing out to right field. We'll see if that has a role in this one, as first pitch comes in from Bridger Hall, and that is low and down in the dirt for ball 1. Murray wearing their orange uniforms here, Spanish Fork in the black and white, as that one is in for strike 1. For Murray, it'll be Trevor Dale. He starts off the hitting for the Spartans as he rips that one over to right field for a base hit. A good start here for Murray. Now bring up Ian Winterhalter again. Had an absolute gem of performance in game 1 on the mound. He'll be playing shortstop today.
Now batting number 44.
Lineup goes as follows: Trevor Dale, Ian Winterhalter, Austin Carter hitting third. He had a monster game yesterday as well, driving in all 3 of Murray's runs in the 3-0 win. He'll bat third. It'll be Daniel Brousseau fourth, Gay Turley fifth, Dylan Spencer sixth, Vaughn Wilson seventh, Aiden Tipping eighth, and Josh Smith, who had a big triple yesterday, to close out. And Bridger Hall is a little bit errant here. He throws that one right into the back of Winterhalter. And already Murray finds themselves in a good position here with runners on first and second, nobody out.
The center fielder number 8, Austin Carter.
A little bit of nerves here early on, potentially, for the Dons. Crazy start here. Hall has been Mr. Reliable for Spanish Fork all year long. One of the better pitchers in 5A. I'll try and get out of this early situation he's forced himself into. Breaking ball is in there for strike one. Carter playing center field for the Spartans so far in the year, hitting an impressive .406. He had a monster game, as we mentioned yesterday. Had a hit that drove in 2 runs. He was out trying to force a triple. He lays down a bunt here. He'll roll foul. And we'll have to come back for that one. Bit of a cold day as well here. Temperatures have been in the 50s. Kind of an odd day of weather for late May, but nonetheless, good day for baseball here. That one foul to the back. Now to play. Oh-2 the count here, nobody out. Murray already in good position here. That one is popped up over to the right side, and that's going to just sneak over top of the dugout, kind of down left field. Now to play. Hall sets, looks back to second. No fire. That one is hit softly over the left side. Getting his Dax Bringhurst. He'll get one for sure, and no play at first. So runners now on the corners here for Murray. With one out and a good opportunity to get on the board early. Take a quick second here to set up the defensive alignments and starting lineup for the Dons. On defense, it'll be Easton Romero as usual, and catcher, he played yesterday. And of course, Bridger Hall on the mound. It'll be Hunter Rasmussen at DH. Over at third is Dax Bringhurst, and Zach Dart will be over on the opposite end at first. He did play third yesterday. He'll be on the first base side of things. It'll be Will Dart at short, Brody Duvall at second base, and then in the outfield, it'll be Boston Bradford in left, Morley Bennett in center field, and in right field, Lair Nielsen, the lineup for the Dons on defense. So one out, runners on the corners here for Murray. First pitch is down and away for ball one. Rousseau is the pitcher for the Spartans today, and he is in the mound here. Ball 2 to him. That one high and out of the strike zone. Rousseau can hit himself. He's hit .347 on the year and leads the team in RBIs with 31. Both their pitchers, they do it on both ends of the field. Big swing and a miss there on the pitch from Hall. It's 2-1. Pitch down in the dirt. Hall kind of struggling with some accuracy early in the first inning. Again, if Murray wins this one up 1-0 in the series, they'll take the series and go to the championship rounds, which will be at Salt Lake Community College. Spanish Fork can come back to tie this one. We'll have game 3 later on tonight here. 3-1 count. And that one outside for ball 4. So command issues here early for Bridger Hall, and now he loads the bases here with one out, and that'll bring up McKay Turley.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 22, McKay Turley. Running speed up, number 13, Kason Bleckert.
So Turley will come on to hit here for the Spartans. Kason Bleckert has come in as a pitch runner for the Spartans. Murray's been impressive especially in game 1, and they're off to a good start here. Hall with the pitch. That one in for a strike. Big pitch there. Hall with the 0-1 pitch, and coming up empty is Turley. This would be a huge moment for Spanish Fork if they can get a strikeout here. Turley, 317 on the year, 16 RBIs for the Spartans. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, and a big strikeout for Bridger Hall.
Now batting the first baseman, number 23, Dylan Spencer.
Ever important play there. Base is still loaded here. If they can get out of this one, it'll be Dylan Spencer, the first baseman. First pitch, off speed, lined over to second base on a short hop. Good play over there at second by Duvall, and a big momentum play by Spanish Fork to get out of this one with no runs allowed. Bench is up and happy. They're at it, and they're ecstatic there. A huge moment, given the fact that game one they were scoreless and shut out. We'll see what the Dons can do in the bottom half of the first. And we'd like to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17, Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, the Driggs Mortgage Team, and the attorneys at law, Mikkel, Thompson, and Hunter. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on Spanish Fork 17 for our coverage of the third round of these playoff series. And again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, whether you're on the broadcast, and hopefully you're catching us on the YouTube stream. We apologize again. Yesterday we had some difficulties getting the live stream up and running, but we believe we've been able to fix those, and hopefully you are able to catch us here either on YouTube or on the broadcast. Of course, we are also broadcasting the softball game as well. A lot of sports going on in both the softball and baseball tournaments. A lot of good action. We're glad you're with us here on Spanish Fork 17. There you see starting pitcher for the Spartans, Daniel Brousseau, who with Winterhalter has been a dominant player on the year so far, boasting a sub-2 ERA, 1.56, 7-2, and so it's not going to be an easy matchup for the Spanish Fork Dons here as they look to take game two, but nothing to lose here, and they can get some hits going early if they can get some contact into the field and
leading off the Dons,
get more balls in play. They could potentially
inning,
make things a little more difficult.
Boston Bradford.
It was quite the struggle yesterday for the Dons as they really struggled to locate any of the pitches that Ian Winterhalter had en route to his complete game shutout victory. See how they do in this one. First pitch to Boston Bradford is in there for a strike. Second pitch is outside, ball one. And one pitch is in there for strike two. Breaking pitch is ever important for both of these pitchers from Murray. For Winterhalter, he used it with effectiveness in game one. Bradford having to try and see this one through against Brousseau. Brousseau doing an excellent job as well in his own right. Bradford yesterday went 0-3. This one outside for ball two. Had 2 strikeouts yesterday in game one. Still a really good hitter for this Dons team. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. First strikeout of the game. And third strikeout in 2 games for Bradford. Lineup for Spanish Fork Dons here will be Boston Bradford, Brody Duvall, Will Dart, Zach Dart at first. He heads fourth. It'll be Easton Romero after that. Blair Nielsen hitting 6th, Morley Bennett 7th, Hunter Rasmussen is 8th, and Dax Bringhurst playing today. He'll be 9th in the lineup. You see Duvall as he took ball one there. Duvall had himself a hit yesterday as well. He slaps one over to left field. That one's going to drop for a base hit. Potentially could be 2 here. He's going to try and stretch it, and he'll get in safely without a play. Good piece of hitting there by Brody Duvall, and he'll get the Dons in good position here with a double with 1 out. Dons fans loving that, especially after yesterday and some of the offensive struggles that they had.
Will Dart.
Well, bring up Will Dart. He hits 3rd in the lineup for Spanish Fork here. He's been phenomenal. The freshman hitting .392 with 16 RBIs. He's certainly going to be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come for the Spanish Fork baseball program. Opportunity here for the Dons. That first pitch is going to go behind the catcher, and that's going to be an extra base here for Bennett, or for Duvall, I should say. He'll get to 3rd. There's a bit of a catcher change today. Reese is in. Jacob Reese, the starting catcher for Murray. A little bit of a different story. Yesterday it was Kyler Nielsen in at catcher. Now Don's really in good position here if they can get it in play, as that one is fouled away for strike 1. We'll take time here. Kind of get ready in this one. 1-1 count, 1 out. Pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball 2. Good eye there by Will Dart. Big moment here for the Dons. Can they hit Duvall in? That one is ripped over to right field. That might be able to do it. Ranging over the head, the wind was kind of playing into that one. Dart's going to have himself 2, maybe 3. He's going to stop, and he's got himself a double, and the Dons are on the board, 1-0. Said at the beginning of this one, the weather might have a play in this, and that looked like kind of a routine fly out to right. Wind totally carried it over the head of Smith and right, and that's a run for the Dons. Much needed one at that.
18.
They'll try and add on to this here with the double by Dart. This core of the lineup so important for Spanish Fork. Yesterday they really struggled. Didn't manage to get a hit yesterday at all. That one is in the dirt. Totally sense a different attitude here with the Spanish Fork team. Way more lively, way more excited over there in the dugout. It's very refreshing for them here. Zach Dart at the plate, and he takes ball 2 here. He'll try and hit Will Dart in at second. A little bit of control issues for both pitchers here in this first inning. If you're just catching us here on Spanish Fork 17 in the top half, Murray had bases loaded with 1 out. Bridger Hall was able to get out of it. Really a big momentum changer for Spanish Fork when it looked like Murray was going to tack on quite a few runs early on. Now the tides have changed here. Spanish Fork with 1 run in the bag. Potentially another one to boot here. 3-0 count here to Zach Dart. Rousseau looks back, fires, and a good pitch there for strike 1. Rio count. That one's hit over to second base, ranging over to make the plays. Winterhalter will fire to first for out number 2. Good ranging play there to scoop that one up by Winterhalter to fire it over to first to Spencer. Yesterday,
now batting the catcher,
when Winterhalter was on the mound, it was Trevor Dale who played at shortstop, and he had himself quite the busy game. Saw a lot of double play opportunities yesterday and shortstop. He was able to capitalize on most of them. Did have one error, though. Be interesting with such a right-handed heavy lineup for Spanish Fork. Kind of interesting to see so many of those plays kind of go to the left side of the infield. We'll see how it goes today, as that one is in for a strike to Easton Romero, the catcher. Romero will try and get Will Dart in. He advanced over to third on the fielder's choice. That one is Spanish Fork, as that one is away for ball 3. Just totally sense a different attitude with this Dons team already in game 2. Full count here, 2 outs. Try to extend their lead here. Here's the pitch. And that one's away for ball 4. Brousseau having some issues with his control. His first walk of the ball game, though, and now with runners on first and second, that'll bring up Morley Bennett.
Morley Bennett.
Bennett on the air hitting .338 for the Dons. Did have himself a single yesterday in game 1. He was caught stealing to second. Ooh, that one was up in the hands. Bennett kind of had to swing and react to that one. Nonetheless, that'll be strike 1 for him. Curveball high, and he stays off that one for ball 1. Wind kind of died down a little bit. That play by Will Dart, the double that drove in Brody Duval. Really influenced by that wind. It's kind of on and off. Curveball is in there for strike 2. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it affects his game going forward, especially how it's played over in right field. A lot of potential opportunities to score out there with the wind in play, as that one is inside for ball 2. Dons will try and add to their score here. 2-2, the count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. That one in there for strike 3, and a big pitch by Brousseau to end the inning. So on 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 given up. The Dons have a 2-0 lead over Murray. We'll be back with the top of the second here on Spanish Fork 17.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here on the top of the second on Spanish Fork,
Leading
17.
off for the Spartans in the top of the
Spanish
second
Fork
inning.
with a huge first inning there. They get 2 on
23.
the board. Take a
Dylan
quick
Spencer.
2-0 lead. We'll see what Murray can do. They loaded the bases last inning, but came up empty-handed. A good recovery by Bridger Hall to get out of the jam early on. Throw that one
Correction,
down and
leading
away
off.
to Vaughn Wilson.
Second baseman number 15, Vaughn Wilson.
Comes up his first time. Pitch into Wilson is away for ball 2. Two-0 count. That one in for a strike. Pitch from Hall. Another curveball in for a strike there. Good pitch there. He'll even the count. Payoff pitch. Almost hit Wilson. That'll make it a full count here. Wilson hitting .265 on the year, 16 RBIs. Has himself 4 doubles. He'll line that one over to right field, and that's going to drop. Right field's going to be busy today. So he gets himself a single there, and now Murray will try and capitalize this time in the second.
Now batting, the left fielder number 4, Aiden Tipping.
I'll bring up Aiden Tipping, sophomore for the Spartans. Tipping yesterday did play left field. He didn't bat, however, wasn't in the batting part of the lineup. This is his first time up, the left-hander. First pitch from Hall is in there for strike 1. Hall fires. I want a little chop bunt, and that's going to roll just foul. It's kind of one of those plays where it looked like, depending on how it was going to go, that potentially Binghurst over at third was going to play it early enough, but laid off on it just enough that it rolled foul. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A good strikeout there by Bridger Hall, his second on the game.
Now batting
Tipping
right
goes
fielder
down,
number
and that'll
1,
bring up Josh Smith here with 1 out. Smith yesterday had himself a monster triple over to left field. We'll see what he can do here. Kind of a surprise as well. He's hitting just above 200 on the years. That one's thrown by Romero, and the pickoff attempt just late. Smith hitting .216 on the year, 5 RBIs. See what he can do here. 1-0 count. Now one away for ball 2. Lots of games going on as well today. Of course, third round taking place both yesterday and today. That one is swung at and missed by Smith for strike 1. To 1 count here. Smith gets contact on that one. It's going to go out of play and foul. Just a little bit of update around the league yesterday. Of course, across town, you had the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles They're taking on Bountiful. They ended up winning 3-1 to take game one. They're playing currently right now as that one is dribbled over to shortstop. This could be a double play here, over to second for one, over to first for two, and that'll end the inning. What a double play. Ended up beating Skyline 3-1. Orem, the big surprise of round three, they took game one as a 13 seed over 4-seeded Cottonwood 4-1. Provo got beat by Timpanogos 11-1 in total round. Timpanogos is a scary team in this bracket. Maple Mountain, as we mentioned, beating Bountiful 3-1 yesterday, and then Murray, as you see here, trying to take this one in game two. They won game one 3-0 yesterday as his first pitch is high for ball one. Then to close it out, Salem Hills with the 10-0 shutout over Brighton. Fellow Region 8 team, and a dangerous one at that. The conference winners of League 8 play, as that one is away for ball two. Salem Hills went 12-2 on the year in conference play and really ran away with the League 8 regular season title, 20-5 on the year, and a serious threat for the state tournament here, as that one is grounded over to the left side and just foul. Dale lays off of it. It'll be a 2-1 count here. Rasmussen yesterday went 0 of 3 as he hits that one hard to the left side, and it's going to range foul. A pretty good contact on it, just a little bit early there. Certainly the activity off the bat for Spanish Fork has certainly improved from yesterday. Pitch to Rasmussen, swung at him, missed, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Brousseau as he'll take on Bringhurst here at the bottom of the lineup.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 10, Dax Bringhurst.
First pitch, way in a ball to Bringhurst. The first time we've called his name in the series. He's hitting .294 on the year for Spanish Fork, 7 RBIs. He'll fire away, and that one is fouled and out of play. Good crowd on hand here at Nelson Field. A lot of Murray supporters yesterday showing up at the ballpark, and it's good to see both teams here in attendance cheering on their squads. I'm glad you can join us as well on Spanish Fork 17 as you see the crowds there. Still filing in here at Nelson Fields. That one is way, and that'll be ball three. 3-1 count. 3-1 here. That one hit hard over to the right side at second. Throwing it over to first is Wilson. And Brousseau, or Bringhurst, will go down quietly here. I'll bring up Boston Bradford, who struck out his first time up. So far, Brousseau, 3 strikeouts in this one, 1 walk.
Now batting number 24, Boston Bradford.
Bradford had himself a busy day over at left field yesterday. First pitch is into him. He'll chop that one over to shortstop, ranging over to make the play is Winterhalter. And he's been excellent wherever he's been. Gets Bradford out, and that'll be it for the Dons. So both teams go scoreless in the second. Still 2-0 Spanish Fork. We'll be back with the top of the third on Spanish Fork 17.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Top of the third here on Spanish Fork 17, 2-0 the score. Dons leading the Spartans in this best of 3 series. Murray, of course, 1 up. Overall, Dons will try and equalize and make it a 1-1 series here, as it'll be Trevor Dale, his second time up to hit. He actually singled his first time up. So far, just 2 hits for Murray in this ball game. Did load the bases in inning number 1. A bit of traffic for Bridger Hall. He's able to get out of it pretty successfully. It looked like Murray was going to jump out to an early lead, as that one is away for ball 1. That one low for ball 2 there. 2-0 pitch is low for ball 3. Hall finding himself getting a little behind here early in this top of the third. 3-0 count. Pitch is in there for strike 1. Three-one count, and that one not even close. Dale will take the walk here. It was a top half of the lineup that kind of caused fits, as we mentioned, for Hall. Next will be Winterhalter. Winterhalter had himself a couple of walks.
Number 44, Ian Winterhalter.
Was able to get on base a couple of times yesterday. Already got hit by a pitch. In the second, as the umpire has a word here with some of the bench for Murray. And something to say to the bench over there on the left side. Notice the Spanish Fork has been pretty animated, pretty excited. Of course, with the playoffs, everything gets all the more amplified. Pressure, the moment, the excitement, the emotions, all just gets bigger. And of course, as that one goes in for a strike. It's been a couple of years since we've had the playoffs with coronavirus kind of taking over everything last year. With that, it took baseball down in its path, as that one is down and away for a ball. It's great to see baseball back. It's great to see people in the stands as well, and hopefully starting to return back to normal again and kind of have sports back to where it was before the virus started, as that one is in for a strike and it's 2-2 here. Bit of a drizzle starting here at Nelson Field as that one is in for strike 3. Another strikeout for Bridger Hall, and Winterhalter goes down.
Now batting number 8, Austin Carter.
I'll bring up Austin Carter here. That one in for strike 1. Carter drove in 3 runs yesterday. He's 0 of 1 here. Runner on first. Pitch is away for ball 1. See how the weather holds up here. It looks like there might be some rain coming into the area. See how things play out as that one is fouled and out of play. Two to nothing the score here. Spanish Fork leading Murray in game 2 of this best of 3 playoff series. 1-2 the count to Carter. That one is hit over to the right side and softly ranging over to make the plays. First and just in time for out number 2. A really soft hit grounder and a good play by Duvall made there to range over and make the play. That'll bring up Daniel Brousseau hitting 4th for the Spartans. And he'll slap that one foul and out of play. Brousseau walked his first time up in the first inning. Opportunity here for Murray to get on the board, runner at second. Hall looks back, he'll fire. Off-speed pitch is down for ball 1. Hall fires. That one outside. Brousseau, a dangerous hitter, hitting 347 for the Spartans. That one, good pitch by Hall, in for a strike. 2-2 now the count with 2 outs here in the 3rd. First 2 innings, Murray has come up empty-handed despite having runners on base. Just haven't capitalized yet. That one off-speed pitch over to the right side, ranging to get it as Duvall fired over to first. And that'll do it for the top of the 3rd. Another good inning on defense by the Dons. They hold Murray scoreless through the middle of 3. Score still 2-0. Spanish Fork leading the Spartans. Take a quick second again to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17, Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jacks Pizza, the Driggs Mortgage Team, and Mikkel Thompson and Hunter Attorneys at Law. Quick summary here through the first few innings. It started off in the first for Spanish Fork. They got it early and going. Brody Duvall had a leadoff, or I should say a double after Bradford struck out, and then Will Dart was able to drive him in subsequently after with his own double and made the score 1-0. And from there, Easton Romero was able to chop one over the right side of the field and over the first baseman's head of Dylan Spencer, and was able to drive in Will Dart to make things 2-0. That's where we stand so far we mentioned in the pregame, weather potential factor here. It rained at around 2:30 pretty heavily, actually, in fact. And now the wind really picking up at Nelson Field, and the rain potentially as well. Some light showers going on, at least on the radar and on the field as well. Rain starting to pick up a little bit, but as long as there's no thunder or any lightning, should be able to continue this one here.
Leading off for the
Definitely
Dogs
changes
in
the
bottom of
dynamic of this
third
game,
inning,
though, and those
number
2
9,
runs in the
Brody
first will be
Duvall.
pretty important for Spanish Fork, especially if the rain tends to pick up here. First pitch in for a strike there to Duvall, who, as we mentioned, had a double in the first inning. Tried to square around a bunt there. 0-1 the count. So fires. That one low for ball 1. One count. Pitch is just inside. Murray fans not really liking the call there. Reese tried to frame it up on the inside part of the plate, but to no avail. That one chopped over to second base, ranging over to make the plays. Wilson will fire it over to first. Good wheels by Duvall, but he's just out. Duvall, one of those guys for Spanish Fork who really can run and sprint over to first.
Dart.
Always a challenge to get him out, no matter what. That'll bring up Will Dart. He doubled and got an RBI his first time up. His 17th RBI on the season. Impressive freshman campaign from him. This one in for ball 1, just inside and a little high, it looked like. Fastball is high for ball 2. Two-0 count here. That one away as well, and now it's 3-0 to Will Dart. Command's been a struggle for Brousseau in this one. Here's the pitch. That one right down the middle. Good recovery there to make it 3-1. Three-one count here. That one high and away for ball 4. So Will Dart will get himself on base here with a walk, and that'll bring up Zach Dart. He'll try and extend this Spanish Fork lead.
Now batting number 18, Zach Dart.
It's been a struggle for Brousseau here. That's his second walk through 2 1/3 here. Does have 3 strikeouts though. 2 given up. Dart is due here. He looks that one in for a ball. Dart on the year, 21 RBIs, 2 home runs, hitting .333 in 94 plate attempts. Will gets a bit of a lead over at first. Pitch in from Brousseau is outside for ball 2. Time is called here. It looks like we're going to have a bit of a discussion here with the umpire. I don't think he's too happy about something here. Catcher's not happy either. Reese goes and walks off. A little bit of an interesting situation here. Murray umpire is not happy about things. He's certainly having a word with the umpire.
It's been dry, but they're calling for rain. And everything's the same old same. Johnsonville. Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know.
Kind of interesting turn of events there. Manager will walk off. Reese still hasn't come out of the dugout yet, though, so we'll see what happens here.
I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared, and I'm the same buddy, and they all laugh like there's something funny about the way I talk. When I say mama sends her best, y'all.
So Reese comes out, it looks like, and in comes Nielsen in to take his place. Wonder if there was a bit of a disagreement there between pitcher and catcher. It makes me wonder if there's just a little bit of miscommunication. It looked like Brousseau a couple of times there was kind of trying to suggest getting to a certain part of the plate or whatnot. Who knows? But interesting pause in the game. So, well, we'll see if this is permanent or not. If it is, it'll be Nielsen in to replace Reese as catcher. Nielsen had himself a great game yesterday, and sure enough, he'll be in replacement. He was able to successfully pick off 2 attempts to steal second. Pitch is down and low for ball 3. Three-0 count, 1 out here. Pitch is down low for ball 4. So both darts are on first and second here. That'll bring up Easton Romero.
Now batting number 13, Easton Romero.
Romero had himself an RBI single in the first. We'll try and continue things here. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike 1. Opportunity to really extend the lead here for Spanish Fork. Pitch on the way, that one low and inside. 1-1 the count. That one slapped hard over to the third side. Picking it up is Dale. He'll throw it over to first in an impressive double play. As we mentioned yesterday, Dale's been all over the place in the defensive side of things. He picks himself up another double play. And so Spanish Fork ends the bottom of the third scoreless. It's 2-0 still. Spanish Fork leading. We'll be back with the fourth on Spanish Fork 17.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Top of the fourth here on Spanish Fork 17. It's still 2-0. The Dons leading the Spartans here in game 2 of this best of 3 series. It's part of the 2021 Utah High School Athletic Association 5A state tournament. And we're proud to present to you the series between Spanish Fork and Murray. The Dons will look to tie up this series and hopefully advance to the championship rounds, which will take place up in Salt Lake.
Leading off for the Spartans in the top of the 4th inning, number 22, McKay Turley.
McKay Turley is up for Murray. It'll be Turley, Dylan Spencer, and Vaughn Wilson in that order for the Spartans. That first pitch is swung at and missed for strike 1. Turley 0 of 1 here. In the first, he struck out. So far, the line for Hall, 3 strikeouts, 1 walked. So far in 3 innings of play, as that one is in there for strike 2. Hall's done well to manage any form of traffic created by the Spartans. We'll try and keep it going here. 0-2 count. That one hit right back to Hall, but it goes right through his glove. Duvall tried to get a handle on it, and he's not going to be able to do so. So that'll be an infield single for Turley. So Murray, again, will try and get things going. This is the 4th straight inning now that they've had
23, Dylan
runner on base.
Spencer.
It'll be Dylan Spencer who will come up and try and continue the trend for Murray. He'll try and lay down a bunt himself. That one's going to roll over to catcher Romero. He'll have one play over at first, and he'll get it in time for out number 1, but a good sacrifice there by Spencer to move the runner up, and that'll bring up Vaughn Wilson.
Now batting number 15, Vaughn Wilson.
Still score only 2-0 here, so Murray with the run in, if they can manage to drive Turley in, be huge in not only cutting this lead, also maybe potentially swinging the momentum back in their favor as well. Hall will fire, and that one in for a strike. The Spanish Fork yesterday, it seemed to be the same scenario where all they needed was to slowly kind of chip in at the lead. They never really were able to get anything going on offense. They had a couple innings where they had runners on in scoring position, but nothing going. 0-1 the count. That one is slapped over to right, ranging over. It's going to just be foul. That was a dangerous play there. If that was fair, we would have seen it be 1-0 with the double by Wilson. So danger averted for the moment for the Dons here. 0-2 count. 1 out. Wilson will try and get his 17th RBI in the year here. But first, Hall is going to try and keep Turley honest. Oh, 2 count. That one low and in for a ball 1. A little bit of a welcoming sign there as you see the mountain backdrop. Hopefully things will clear up here so we can continue and play baseball. Hopefully, potentially be able to have game 3 tonight. There will certainly be a game 3 for sure if the Dons can take this one here. Just be a matter of when. One low for ball 2. Payoff pitch here from Hall. That one is hit over to center field. Ranging over to get under it is Bennett. He'll make the play, and he'll fire over to shortstop to hold Turley honest there. And now with 2 down, that'll bring up Aiden Tipping.
Now batting number 4, Aiden Tipping.
Every inning that Hall's found himself in danger, he's been able to get out of it safely. See if he can do it again here in the 4th. He'll set. Fire the first pitch to Tipping, and it's low for ball 1. Tipping in the 2nd struck out. Currently on the year, only hitting .133. Pitch to Tipping. He'll pop that one to center field. Ranging back to make the play is Bennett. He'll get under it, and he'll catch it for out number 3. Another inning where Murray's gotten runners on base, and another inning where Spanish Fork has held them scoreless. So through the middle of 4, Spanish Fork still leading 2-0. Take a second again to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17, the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Driggs Mortgage Team, McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, attorneys at law.
No runs on 1 hit, no Spanish Fork errors, and 1 runner left on base.
So is still in the game here. You see he's kind of got himself a bit of a mask on here. It's been a windy ball game. Weather kind of been on and off to start here with rain on, wind on, and then moments where it's looked like it's going to break through, and things look encouraging here as you see kind of the sun starting to pop out a little bit, so hopefully that'll hold up. Dons will look to extend their lead here in game 2. It'll be Blair Nielsen to start, and then Morley Bennett and Hunter Rasmussen in that order.
Leading off for the Dons in the bottom of the 4th inning, number 11, Blair Nielsen.
This will be the 2nd time up for Nielsen. Walked in the 1st. Try and get the offense going again for the Dons. Take the first pitch and slap the one over to right field, and sure enough, he'll get himself on for a base hit. Perfect piece of hitting on the first pitch by Nielsen. First hit in quite some time for the Dons, actually. They did get 2 walks in the 3rd inning.
Now batting number 7, Morley
Pretty much
Bennett.
all their offense was in the 1st. See what they can do in the bottom of the 4th here. Morley Bennett now up. He struck out looking his first time. First pitch to Bennett. He'll try and square for a bunt. Oh, dangerous play there as Nielsen got a little bit of an awkward jump. Definitely a dangerous guy behind the plate. The other Nielsen, Kyler Nielsen for Murray, has quite the cannon. We saw that in game 1, so Spanish Fork has to be smart here on the base path. That one slapped over to second. This could be 2 over to second for 1. And a bit of a bobble there by Winterhalter is going to get Bennett on. 1 down. Bennett a bit frustrated there. He knew it's the last place he wanted to hit it to.
Now batting number 21,
bring up Hunter Rasmussen.
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen's 0 of 1 here with the strikeout as well. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks for Brousseau. Pitch is on the way, and that's a strike. Throw by Nielsen. Looks like it's in time, and no, they call him safe. Bit of a bang-bang play there. Nielsen on Nielsen action as Blair Nielsen gets on base just in time. Sorry, that's Morley Bennett. Apologies, Nielsen just got out at second on the fielder's choice, so apologies to Bennett. Mentioned that Bennett in game one tried to steal. Ended up being caught red-handed by Nielsen. Comes up successful this time around as that one is in for a strike. And at long last, the sun comes out here at Nelson Field. One out here. Spanish Fork continues to lead 2-0 here. Brousseau, off-speed pitch is high. Ball one. A little bit of a weird play there. It looked like Rasmussen wanted to take a second. And right about the same time that Brousseau fired in the pitch, so bit of a wasted strike there. Count out 1-2. Bennett over at second. They'll try and drive him in. There's a pitch, and that one ripped hard and foul. Having a word again. This one's been interesting. It's been a lot of action by the umpires. Quite an interesting ball game here in general. 2-0 here. We're glad you're with us on Spanish Fork 17. See if the Dons can even up the series here. So gather. Big pitch for him here. We'll fire that one over to Rasmussen. That one will just slide foul. Bennett gets his lead over at second. 1-2, he's running. Swing and fouled over to the left side. Bennett will have to come back. One looked to be inside, but Rasmussen able to get a hand on it. Hit that one foul. Bennett causing quite a bit of trouble for Brousseau here. Here we go, 1-2 count, one out. Brousseau is definitely not liking the lead that Bennett has over there at second. Trying to hold him honest here. 1-2. Breaking ball is popped up. This one is going to go into the stands, and or is it? Nielsen was able to get it. It just drifted in. Good catch by Nielsen. Kind of hard to see from the booth, but Nielsen was able to get it over on the right side for out number 2. You can tell that Brousseau really liking that connection there with Kyler Nielsen.
Now batting number 10, Dax Bringhurst.
And 2 outs, that'll bring up Dax Bringhurst, who is 0 of 1 in this ball game. Big opportunity for the Dons to extend their lead here. Opportunity for Murray to kind of change momentum. That one hit over to the right side. Picking it up is Wilson. He'll fire it over to first. And that'll be it for the Dons. They leave a runner on second base and can't drive them in. Score still 2-0 here on Spanish Fork 17. We'll be back with the top of the fifth.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage Team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
We said it was going to be a pitcher's duel, and it didn't look that way at first, but it surely has turned out to be that way after 2-0 the score. Spanish Fork leading Murray in game 2 here. As that first pitch is in for a strike to Josh Smith. Smith will look that one in, and it'll be outside for ball 1. Drew Hall has settled in here through 4 innings. He's pitched a scoreless effort and has done an excellent job here. Smith, though, gets a hold of this one, hits it hard over to the left side. Ranging over to make the play over and left is Bradford for out number 1. Smith is certainly surprised. He's got quite the ability to pull over to that left side of the field with power.
Now
saw it with the triple that he had in game 1,
Dale.
but comes up empty there. That'll bring up Trevor Dale his 3rd time up through the lineup. See if Murray can manage to get a better hold of Hall. Dale there misconnects, though, on the first pitch for strike 1. That one in the dirt for ball 1 there. So far, Dale in this ball game had a single in the first, walked in the 3rd. Excellent defensive player for the Spartans as well as he hits that one foul. He's just been certainly impressive in these 2 ball games against the Dons over at shortstop and at 3rd. Can do it on offense as well, hitting .286. Has himself 8 RBIs on the season leading up to this point. 1-2 count. That one down and away for ball 2. Two pitch. Another breaking attempt there by Hall. Just kind of overthrowing it there for ball 3. Hall wastes no time here. He'll hit that one and over to right field for a base hit. Good play by Dale, and he's perfect so far. 2 for 2 with the walk. I'll bring up Ian Winterhalter. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and struck out in the 3rd. Certainly a dangerous hitter for the Spartans. First pitch is a ball. Murray's found themselves with runners on base in every inning here. They've yet to convert. On outside for ball 2. Winterhalter certainly has shown that he has a great eye. Very patient hitter in the box. Two-0 count. He'll hit that one hard over to shortstop. Ranging over to make the play is Will Dart, and he'll get one at second base. That was an excellent defensive play there by Dart to save. Could have been runners on first and second there. Potentially even worse.
Now batting number 8, Austin Carter.
So 2 outs now. Austin Carter will come up. Carter quiet today, 0 for 2. Another pitch that goes outside for ball 1 there. Carter will look to get due here. He hits that one over the left side and foul. Not a lot of runs scored between these two squads. Of course, yesterday it was 3-0 the final. Similarly, Murray saw 2 of their runs come in kind of in the early part of the ball game, and then from there they were able to tack on an extra run. Meanwhile, the Dons were held quiet. It's kind of been the same, but kind of reversed roles here. 2-1 count. That one is high. Romero will throw over to first to keep Dale honest. Three-one count here. Swung at and missed, strike 2. Good pitch there to Austin Carter. Three strikeouts on the game for Hall. He'll try and make it 4 here to close the inning. Pitch is on the way, and he does it. Strikeout number 4 on the game for Bridger Hall. And another inning of Murray going scoreless as we go to the middle of 5. Score 2-0, Spanish Fork leading. Take a second again to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17. Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Mikkel, Thompson, and Hunter, attorneys at law.
No Spanish Fork errors and 1 runner left on base.
And the Spanish Fork with the win here. We'll go to a game 3 here between these two squads, and the plan is to play it tonight. We'll see how that goes, weather and plans permitting. Saw in the second round of the tournament, most of the games went 2-0. Not a lot of action there in that second round. Now we go to the third round of this tournament, and we'll see kind of how things play out. Kind of mentioned in the beginning some of the scores. It's, for the most part, pretty chalk. See if Orem can pull the upset on Cottonwood, though. They were able to win yesterday 4-1. Of course, they're playing today at 3:30. As for Spanish Fork, the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Boston Bradford in the top of the lineup.
Leading off for the Dons in the bottom of the 5th.
Third time up here.
Boston Bradford.
Spanish Fork, since the first inning, has had 1 hit total. It's the Blair Nielsen single last inning. It's been mostly quiet since. Rousseau's kind of gotten himself into a groove here. That one is outside for ball 1. Breaking ball away for ball 2. Bradford on the game, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Kind of a quiet game for him. See if he can get going here. 2-0 count. We'll check swing. That one will be in anyway. Strike 1. I want a bit of a wild pitch there. Bradford had to duck for it. Well, bobbing and weaving here. 3-1 count. He'll be out. That one hit hard over to the right side, and sure enough, Bradford gets this one started. He's going to potentially try and extend for 2. He'll hold up, though. But a good base hit there by Bradford. A welcome sign here for Spanish Fork as they try and extend their lead. Duvall will come up.
Now
he hit in the first inning, got a big double.
Duvall
was able to come in off the hit by Will Dart that ensued right after. Both Duvall and Bradford have quite the wheels. See what they do here with Bradford. They're going to try and move him. Pitch comes in. Sure enough, they are. There goes the bunt by Duvall. It's laid perfectly. Is he in there in time? No, just out. Well, it's so impressive to see Brody Duvall try and lay that one out. We mentioned so hard to get him out. Now 1 out here, and that'll bring up Will Dart.
Now batting number 6, Will Dart.
Last time Dart was in this situation with the runner on second, he was able to double him home. It was Brody Duvall in the first inning. See what he can do here. First pitch, strike. I should say ball. It was a fastball down and away. A lot of velocity on that one. As Brousseau tried to fire that one in. Bradford gets his lead. That one hit hard over to center field. Ranging over to make the play is Carter for out number 2. On a hard hit ball by Will Dart. Nothing going though. That'll bring up Zach Dart. Dart 0 of 1 with a walk on this ball game.
Zach Dart.
Here's the pitch from Brousseau. Dart hits that one hard over to center field. Carter has to run back to grab this one, but he'll get just under it and make the play for out number 3. So after the leadoff hit by Bradford, Dons go quietly. Still scoreless. Dons lead 2-0. We'll go to the top of the 6th on Spanish Fork 17.
In the bottom of the 5th inning.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here on Spanish Fork 17, Dons still leading 2-0. Score hasn't changed since the first inning. It's been an excellent outing for both of these pitchers, especially Bridger Hall. He continues to have a shutout through 5. He'll try and keep things going as he'll take on the 4th hitter in the lineup, Daniel Brousseau. He'll be followed by McKay Turley and Dylan Spencer.
In the top of the 6th inning, number 3, Daniel
Started off
Brousseau.
shaky for Bridger Hall in the first inning. He had bases loaded with 1 out. Since then has been excellent. Just totally silenced this Murray offense here. Pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball one. Rousseau on the game 0 of 1 with 1 walk in the first. Pitch on the way. That one inside for ball two. That one kind of in the same general area, falls into the strike zone though. Count now 2-1. All waste no time here. Fires that one down and away for ball three. He's mixed his pace up a little bit, sometimes going really quickly, other times kind of slowing things down here. He's definitely speeding things up right now. 3-1 count, and that one away for ball four. Maybe a little too fast of a pitch pace for him. So Brousseau will get on. They'll bring in a pinch runner for him. Looks like it'll be Kason Bleckert who will come on to pitch run. Looks like we have a bit of a mound meeting here. Coach Dudley comes in to talk to his players here. Score 2-0 again. Murray held scoreless here, that they've had runners on every inning and ample opportunities, haven't been able to come through. Dudley will come off the mound. We'll leave it to Hall to try and close the 6th inning out. On scored 2 in the first inning off of 2 hits by Will Dart and Easton Romero. Since then, it's been zeros pretty much across the board. Definitely been a pitcher's series here. It'll be interesting to see how game 3 goes, however, if there is a game 3. Given that you kind of look at the pitching rotation for both of these squads. And past Bridger Hall and past Weston Corliss for the Dons, you kind of look around, you have Easton Romero potentially, you have Cloward, who's had 5 appearances, Bradford. Not a lot of, we'll see how it goes. We'll just leave it at that. Definitely both rotations very much relying on their top 2 guys. On the other side of things, it might be Tipping who will come in as the 3rd guy for the Spartans. Hall's been excellent today, certainly has kept the Dons in this one and has held Murray at bay, but now he finds himself in a 3-0 count here. The runner at first in Bleckert. Pitch is high for ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Turley. Now it looks like that might be it for Bridger Hall. And Coach Dudley was going to see if he could hold his own there. Looks like that's going to be the afternoon for Bridger Hall. Very impressive performance for him. As we mentioned, after a rough first inning, really settled into a groove and was able to silence these Murray hitters. He'll end this one. 5 innings pitched. We'll have, let's see, 4 walks here and a few strikeouts as well. 4 strikeouts to be exact. So did have a bit of command issues on the ball game, but nonetheless was excellent on the mound for the Dons. Now it looks like they'll bring it to Zach Dart. Try and close this one out. Dart on the year, 5 appearances, a 4.47 ERA. He's 2-1. And he'll come in relief, and they'll try and close things out with him. One of the key cogs of this Dons team. Meanwhile, Bridger Hall will head over to first base, it would seem. At least that's where he played in game 1. So Murray finds himself in a good opportunity here. We set this one up. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. And opportunity to see a new arm here in Zach Dart. And we thank you all for tuning in here on Spanish Fork 17, wherever you may be. Happy to give you coverage of the Utah High School Athletic Association 5A Baseball State Championships. Dons, as we mentioned in game one, and we'll mention it again, it started off the year in the first little bit of games they were quite hot, but they hit a mid-season slump. Ended up losing 7 of 8 at one point, 8 of 10. It was pretty difficult for them, and then they close off the season winning 8 straight to kind of rally back into the 7th seed in this tournament.
Zach Dart.
Was a real possibility there that they were going to be playing in the
Spencer.
2nd round of the tournament. Here they are. They were able to climb up the Region 8 standings, which was really just a bottleneck in that middle region. You had Maple Mountain, Wasatch, Spanish Fork all tied at 9 and 5 overall in conference play, and then Springville right behind them at 8 and 6. First pitch by Dart is down and low for ball 1. It's Dylan Spencer here, the first baseman. He's 0 of 2 in this one. Dart fires. That one high for ball 2. Runners on first and second here to Spencer. Pitch in there for strike 1. Just caught the inside part of the plate. That one fouled away. 2-2 count here. Spencer on the year hitting .295, 20 RBIs, 3rd on the team. Power hitter. And a big opportunity for him to try and level things up or potentially take the lead here. 2-2 count, nobody out. Hall pitches. Check swing, and that one inside for ball 3. Hurdle set, no fire, and he'll miss low and in, and that'll load the bases up for Vaughn Wilson. So 3 straight walks here, 2 by Bridger Hall and now 1 by Zach Dart. And now Spanish Fork finds themselves in a real tight situation here now in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Quite the scenario for Zach Dart now. So they bring in Vaughn Wilson, who's had himself a single in the 2nd inning. He's 1 of 2. He'll get
now batting number 15, Vaughn
his instructions
Wilson.
from the 3rd base coach there. We'll see what they decide to do here. Really, at this point, they just got to put it in play, and that's the ideal scenario. Pretty much anything in play that's out of the infield, you're looking at least 1 run here for Murray. Dart with quite the responsibility here. It looks like, though, Coach Dudley is going to come over and he's potentially discussing a change here. While they're discussing things over here, gonna take a second, catch our breath here. Again, bases loaded, nobody out. Quite the situation that Zach Dart's been placed in here now to come in relief. As we mentioned, 5 appearances on the year, a 4 ERA for Dart. Big moment here in these playoffs. That pitch comes in and that one's fouled right over the booth and out of play. Wilson on the year, 265. 16 RBIs, 4 doubles. Dart fires, breaking ball in there for a strike. You know, one side of the crowd, Spanish Fork, that loves it. One side of the crowd in Murray that wasn't happy about that call. 0-2 count here, nobody out. Pitch for Dart, swing and a miss. Big pitch there by Zach Dart to get Wilson swinging. A big momentum shift here. This is going to bring out the bottom little bit of the lineup here. The Aiden Tipping and Josh Smith. Could the Dons get out of this? There's a bunt laid down over to first. It's kind of a sloppy play, and Murray's going to score. Nobody was covering first. Bridger Hall kind of froze up in no man's land, and nobody covered the plate. The worst situation you could think of. Should have been an out, and nobody covers the bag. A dream situation for Murray here now.
Batting number 1.
They finally get on the board after 5 innings of being scoreless, and now an opportunity with runners on all the bags for that matter. Bases loaded, an opportunity to do it again. They'll try and lay down a bunt, and that one goes foul. It's kind of interesting, though, that Dart didn't just try and make the play at home. Anything can happen, as you see in high school baseball, especially when it comes to playoff time. Potential opportunity, too, for unlikely heroes, Josh Smith being one of them. Smith had himself big triple in game 1. Had himself a pretty hard hit over to left field earlier in this one as well. He's also grounded out into a double play in the second. Pressure building here. Don's holding on to a 2-1 lead for now. Smith squares up to bunt. That one fired right down the middle for strike 2. Dart unafraid to just fire it right down the middle of the zone. Smith has to be swinging here. 0-2. 1 out. He tries to bunt and he goes around for strike 3. That was not the play that Murray was thinking of, and Smith walks over to the bench.
Now batting number 5, Trevor Dale.
Just squared around on an 0-2 bunt and didn't pull it back. So a couple mistakes from both teams here. Things kind of level themselves out. Bases loaded, though. Murray still has an opportunity to tie or take the lead here. Be the leadoff hitter, Trevor Dale. He's been great in this one. 2 of 2 with a walk. Big opportunity here. He'll take that one in for a strike. Dart really doing it all here for Spanish Fork. These are the kind of moments that you live for if you're a baseball player. Big opportunity here. 1-1 count. This one hit hard and high over to left field. Ranging back to make the play is Bradford. He'll get under it. And Spanish Fork limits the damage. Only 1 run in for Murray after having the bases loaded and nobody out. Certainly a victory there for Spanish Fork. They'll hold on to the lead here, 2-1. So we go to the middle of the 6th inning. Again, take a second to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17, Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jack's Pizza, the Driggs Mortgage Team, and Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law. Spanish Fork has come through when they've needed it the most. Even despite allowing 3 straight walks there, it really got dicey, but the defense has come through clutch here, and they're staying alive as they try and even the series 1-1. Murray has been an impressive team this year and ended the season winning 3 straight to close off the year. They certainly started off with some big victories as well, and kind of highs and lows in both places. Pulled off 6 straight wins in the middle of the season, only to lose 4 straight after that. Team that is 16-7 in the regular season, and then with the win number 17 yesterday.
In the bottom of the 6th inning, number 13, Easton Romero.
It's been a great 7-10 matchup here, and if the Dons can hold on, it'll be a great Game 3 as well. We'll have that on Spanish Fork 17. It'll be Easton Romero as an RBI. He'll go up against Brousseau, who's pitched this entire game. He's kind of settled into a groove here. We'll see how long he goes, as that one is high for ball 1. One-0 count. Big swing and a miss by Romero. One pitch. Romero hits that one hard over to center field. It's going to hold up, though. Getting under it to make the play is Carter for out number 1. Started off was a crazy weather game, is now kind of transition. We've seen sun for an inning or two, and now
batting number 11, Blair
getting cloudy
Nielsen.
again. Wind has started to die down a little bit, and now we're kind of back to normal here. Interesting spring day of baseball here, as that one is hit to center field as well. It's high, it's short though. Tough play, and a sliding one made by Carter for out number 2. Good play there in the outfield by Austin Carter. So quickly 2 down. That'll bring up Morley Bennett. Carter kind of misjudged that one initially there.
7, Morley Bennett.
Sometimes hard to get a read on it, especially with like the clouds in the outfield and being able to see the ball super well. Good play nonetheless, and had to really run over to grab that one. Bennett comes up here, and he'll hit that one over to the right side and out of play, kind of towards the dugout area. Actually landed in the bullpen. 0-1 count here. That one is low for ball 1. Bennett struck out in the 1st inning, and he had a fielder's choice in the 4th. A wild pitch there by Brousseau. He's had a couple of those. Either way, Morley Bennett awarded right before the game with the Student Athlete Award by the Nebo School District. That was really cool. He got a shout out and was able to be honored for that right before first pitch. done some great community service as well, as was mentioned over the PA announcer. Students doing impressive things on and off the field, as that one is high and outside for ball 3. As mentioned, they did some service down in Mexico with help building homes as well. Very impressive. We'll try and extend the lead for Spanish Fork, though, and he'll do so by drawing a walk here with 2 outs. Just outside, and Brousseau really didn't like that one. I don't think any of the Murray team thought it was a ball. And definitely some words said there. Umpires have already had a few words to say to both benches. It's been tense for sure. Emotions rising here with the playoffs. Then it gets on. There'll be Rasmussen to hit here. Take that one for ball 1. Murray fans aren't happy, and neither is Brousseau here. All of these calls not breaking their way right now. It's a critical moment of this ball game. Murray has to hold Spanish Fork scoreless here. Or else it'll be all the more difficult to try and take the series in game 2 here. 1-0 count to Rasmussen. Pitch is fired, and Rasmussen swings and misses on a pitch that looked to be outside for strike 1. Rasmussen 0 of 2, struck out in the second. And a pickoff opportunity, and did they get him? No. That really was the opportunity there for Murray, and Spencer had the tag, just dropped it. Really lucky break there for Spanish Fork. Bennett got caught red-handed. We'll see if Brousseau goes back to it. He'll fire instead, and Rasmussen will swing and miss for strike 2. Can Spanish Fork capitalize on the opportunity here? They haven't scored since the first inning. They really haven't had any opportunities since. Just 2 hits since the first. They'll try again. And this time, Bennett, a little more aware there, dives back to first. One-two count here, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. So fires. Bennett's running. Here goes the throw by Nielsen, and it's off target, and Bennett's got himself a base. Second steal for Morley Bennett. We haven't seen Nielsen be off much off of the throws to second. This time just a bit wide. It's a Winterholder at shortstop, and now a runner in scoring position here. Can Rasmussen deliver here? 2-2 count. That one is swung at and fouled out of play. He'll stay alive here. Payoff pitch for Brousseau. That one hit hard over to left field, and that one's going to be a foul ball, just left. Would have been a huge run and a huge hit for Rasmussen. It just breaks over the line in left foul. Two the count, 2 outs. So looks back, he fires. Foul out of play right by the booth. Crowd lively and on hand here. Murray will try and keep it 2-1. Payoff pitch. Check swing. That one's going to go past the catcher Nielsen. Now a really good opportunity for Spanish Fork. Bennett moves over to third base here. All they need is a single. Now they count full. Here's the pitch. That one is popped up to left field. Ranging over to make the play over in left is tipping, and he'll do so. So the threat is extinguished for Murray. It'll still be 2-1 here as we go to the top of the 7th. We'll be back on Spanish Fork 17.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage Team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
For the Spartans in the top of the 7th inning, number 44.
Top of the
Ian
7th here on Spanish
Winterhalter.
Fork 17. The Dons lead 2-1 here over Murray. Zach Dart will come into close. He finished off the 6th inning getting out of a massive jam. Saw Murray have the bases loaded with nobody out. They were able to limit the damage to just 1 run. However, it is the heart of the order coming up as Ian Winterhalter flinches at that one high and in. It'll be Ian Winterhalter, I should say, Austin Carter after that, and Daniel Brousseau in that order, barring any pitch hitting going on. Murray needs 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead here. Pitch by Dart is down and away for ball 2. Dart looking to get his first save of the year pitching in the playoffs here. That one high and away for ball 3. Don's bench all standing up on the fence. It's a big game for them as they hope to keep their playoff dreams alive here. 3-1. That one is high and away for ball 4. Last 2 innings have seen a plethora of walks here. So far on this ball game, it's been, count them up, 6 walks by the Dons.
Now batting number 8, Austin Carter.
That'll bring up the ever dangerous Austin Carter. He's 0 of 3 today with 1 strikeout. Of course, yesterday being the catalyst of 3 runs driven in. He was the offense for Murray. He'll look to help get them back in this one. That one down in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. That one dribbled over to shortstop. Ranging over to make the play is Will Dart, and he'll get one. Over to first, not in time. Umps are going to talk about this, though. Potential runner interference, maybe. That would be huge. Let's see what they come up with. If that's the case, we'll see what they call. If I'm right, that could potentially be a double play for the Dons, and that would be huge in terms of closing this one out. And they do call the runner at first out on runner interference, and a huge call for the Dons as they will get the double play, and Murray obviously going to be upset about this. Just a routine slide there, but did manage to dislodge Dart as he tried to make the throw at first. That's a game-changing call here. That could end up getting Spanish Fork the Game 2 victory here. Now they find themselves 1 out away from taking this one and going to a Game 3. Say the least, Spanish Fork has been able to get out of any and every jam in this ball game. Much to Murray's dismay, it's just been a game full of opportunities missed for the Spartans. Coach Wilson for Murray definitely not happy about it, as are the other coaches in the Murray squad, and umpires are going to come in here. This might be it. They might be ejecting Coach. Sure enough, he's out. Murray fans are not happy about this. This is obviously a big call here in a game that's been so tight between these two squads. Spanish Fork just trying to hold on here. Dons just want to try and close this one out. And they'll be 1 out away from doing so. Dart's been excellent in relief. He's come in, he gave up 1 walk, but actually 2 walks for that matter, but is able to strike out 1 and get out of a big jam in the 6th. He's just gotten out of a jam here in the 7th as well.
Now batting number 3, Daniel Brousseau.
So all tension settled, crowd gets loud here. Brousseau comes up to hit. And he'll take that one high for ball 1. Game isn't over yet, still 2 outs. And Brousseau, a dangerous hitter. 347 on the year. That one is away for ball 2. So 31 RBIs on the year. Kay Turley on deck. Pitch is in there for strike 1. Two one. That one hit over to second base, ranging over to make the play is Duval, and that's going to do it. Dons come through when they needed it the most. They were able to shut Murray down in plenty of opportunities, and they hold on for a 2-1 victory to tie this series up at a game apiece. We will have Game 3 of this series. Hopefully tonight. We will be back to recap Murray and give you the details on Spanish Fork 17.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Back here on Spanish Fork 17, the Dons tie this series up with a 2-1 victory over the Murray Spartans in this best-of-3 series. The third round in the 2021 Utah High School Athletic Association 5A baseball tournament. Game 3 will be 30 minutes from now, so mark your calendars. It'll be 6 o'clock. Just come back in 30 minutes on Spanish Fork 17, and we will have Game 3 for you here. So don't go anywhere. Big time win for the Dons as they tie the series up. It wasn't pretty. Only 2 runs scored in the first inning, and from there it was pretty much scoreless on a great effort by Daniel Brousseau, the starting pitcher for the Spartans. He'll come up with the loss, though, as Bridger Hall was even better, taking the victory, pitching 5 full innings, 4 strikeouts, did have 4 walks, but when he needed it the most was able to shut down the Dons. And, of course, Zach Dart gets the save in relief and also limits the Murray Spartans to 1 run in that 6th inning. The MVP Sports Player of the game, Bridger Hall, deservedly so. Excellent performance from him on the mound. Gets the victory. And the Dons stay alive here as they'll go to Game 3. It'll be interesting to see the pitching matchup and who gets the nod for both of these squads, is kind of their 1A and 1B pitchers, both excellent. From there, it'll be interesting. Definitely going to be exciting here. You could tell the tension is starting to mount between these two squads. It's been really close throughout, and it'll definitely be an exciting Game 3. Again, 6 o'clock game start, so stay tuned with us and come back in 30 minutes, and we'll have that for you here on Spanish Fork 17. It is a final Game 2 in the books. 2-1 Spanish Fork, series tied 1 apiece. For everybody at the crew, I'm Jake Arscott. We'll see you in a bit on Spanish Fork 17.